But before, let's just launch our IDE, write a simple program. Write a simple program. So I'm going to launch mine. Don't worry, I know we haven't learned much about C++, but let's just, go to the playground and see what else we can do out there. So whilst I launch my NetBeans, you also launch yours. Okay, when you check the menu, you have NetBeans and then File. You can click on File and select New Project, or you can just click on this yellow button and then the New Project dialog will show, or the window. Scroll all the way down and select C++, and from C++ select C++ application. This one, C++ application. Click on Next, and then you can see First Program. Let's make it like that, and then click on Finish. When you first create your project, don't worry about the environment, okay? You're not familiar around with the NetBeans, don't worry about it. You just familiarize yourself with it. So just close the start page, and then you see this project panel. If you don't see this project panel, go to Windows from the menu bar, and then look for project. That's the first one. When you select, this panel will show. Now this is where you keep all your projects. Whenever you create a new project, this is where it will show. So you click on the drop down for it to, if it has been collapsed, expand it. And then don't worry about these header files, resource files, test files, important files. Don't worry about it. The folder that I want you to concentrate is your source files. Okay, this folder, that's where we are going to keep the program that we will write. If you open, you are going to see main.c++. Double click for it to open. Double click for it to open. Now, we are just going to write a simple program to say hello world. Computer programming is fun. I'm just getting excited. Don't worry about the red line you see here. Okay, we'll deal with that very shortly. Now, just follow whatever I'm typing here. You type hash include, open the less than the bracket, type IO string. Okay, just that. Now, when you're done, you come in here, line 23, press enter, and then type C out, and then open double quote and type hello world. I just started computer programming with C++. And when you get to the end of the quote, type this one and then type enter. Then you end it. You end it. Now you see your quotes are being underlined. Don't worry. Okay. All you need to do is right click from the project panel. Right click on your project, and then go to properties, and then select C++ compiler, and then C++ standard. It is on default. Just select C++ 14, click apply, select OK, and then it's gone. Alright. Also, let's type this. Use first slash double forward slash, and then type printing hello world. Press enter. Now when you're done, okay, this green little play button here is what we will use to run our project. Or you can click on from the menu, click on run, and then select run project. It will do the same. ASCII will also do the same. So you tap on it, and then you get your output. Hello world, I just started computer programming with C++. Hooray! And then the program ran, it finished, exited value 0, and then real time took 10 milliseconds, and whatever information you have. So our output is actually here. Alright, so if you're able to if you're able to run this and then you got the output, yeah, thumbs up, big thumbs up to you. If you are not, try, sometimes because it could be your first time, you may omit the semicolon and you probably didn't type the NL well. This is less than, 2 less than, and then this one too is at the same time 2 less than. We'll learn what they mean and why we type whatever is here or whatever it is. All right, so if it is running, then that's what we did. Okay, now I spoke about ASCII. Okay, I spoke about this ASCII, which stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. They create standards that's used for information interchange, and they provided a scheme of 7-bit that is used to uniquely identify or represent a character on the computer's keyboard. And every character on the computer's keyboard has a position. So there is a first character, there is a second character, there is a sixth character, and all that. Now, this position ranges from 0 to 127, making 128 positions in all. So, for instance, the letter A is represented as 1000001. Okay, 1000001, and it is actually the 66th character with 65 as its position. Okay, this is because the position starts from 0 to 127. So if you are the 66th character, then the position is actually 65. Okay, another thing we will come about is ANSI or ISO. That is American National Standard Institution and International Standard Organization, which was established to standardize the syntax of C++. So if I say syntax, is actually the rules that govern the C++ programming. So you may have different standards. If you remember, when we were writing the code and then these were underlined, we right-click on the project, and then we went to properties, and then we went to the standard, and then we switched it from default to C++ 14 standard, and all the underlined went off. So the 14 or the 11 is able to recognize what we have written in our code. That is ANSI or ISO. Next I'd like to talk about is assembler. Assembler is a program that translates a program written in assembly language into an equivalent program in machine language. Remember, we said that computer language or computer uses digital signals to process information. Now, these zeros and ones that represent information is what we refer to as machine language. Because computers were about computation, most often to represent an addition, you need a certain sequence of zeros and ones in order to do. So programmers then developed a new way where they can quickly refer to certain sequence, such as performing calculations such as addition, subtraction, or loading the program into memory using what we refer to as mnemonics. So if they have something called add, that add will call some sequence, okay? And if they write the program using these mnemonics, there is a program that we call assembler, which will translate such program into the equivalent machine language. So that add, load, sub, mult that represents certain sequence of zeros and ones, the assembler will now transform or translate these into zeros and ones, equivalent program. That is what an assembler is.